guess that tells us a lot. The party can now start for them. It's Samoa against New Zealand in the third place. Both of these countries perhaps a little disappointed to be in this game, but there are good points on asked to be decided here. New Zealand lead 28-14 in the series. Okay, that's an impressive total of 28, but 14 times Samoa beat New Zealand, including one time here in the big final in 2007. And they last met in Dubai in the final just a couple of weeks before Christmas, and Samoa won that one 26-15. Here's their team led by they're all strong men, of course. Arthur Iono was the captain. Number 2 and number 6 of the commentator's nightmare, Leo Lolo and Lolo Louis. And there's the New Zealand team. Gordon Titchens going with the same starting team. No, he's made a late change and brought in Rocky Khan. There's another one too, Belgium Tua Tagovailoa. So there's some changes in the New Zealand team. He's given these guys a chance to show their wares.
Been forced upon him through injury with DJ Forbes. Remember, he limped off in the previous match against Kenya. We know that Kurt Baker is out, and so as I watched them warm up, Tagovailoa, who's coming out, or Tua Tagovailoa is there with the headband, number 3, and Rocky Khan gets a start. Khan has come in for Tamasi Thama and will play in that role that Tamasi Thama plays so well. So they've just got Masarewa, Thama and Raikkonen in the reserves. And I can also unless Forbes, unless Forbes is on the bench now, but he certainly didn't warm up with them.
No, and Gordon Titchens just walked past me as we see Anthony Moyes, and he said that he was disappointed because he wanted another crack at England, and he's decided to give the young guys a bit of experience in this atmosphere.
Well, it's a big crowd behind New Zealand. There is Sam Dixon. There is Lolo Louis. And there's the hobbling Luke Masarewa. Was he limping to the seat? Bit of a hamstring pull for him too. Farmer's on the bench. Then David Raikkonen, Kurt Baker, and Rocky Khan. Remember, it's history making for Indian rugby in New Zealand with an Indian Fijian background, but he's a Sevens All Black. He kicks off against Samoa in the third place battle. And there's a bit of a stumbling beginning by Samoa. They pass the man to Tupou into touch. And here's Khan. He's very good going forward. What might test him in this game is the tough tackling and tough running Samoans. Can he stop them?
And he'll soon get a test, I'm sure.
He's an explosive runner, as he showed in the recent New Zealand Provincial Championships. Tim Mickelson, they'll look to him in this game for his vast experience. So too Raikambula, number 5. He's the captain in this game.
Advantage. Around the side.
Sam Dixon makes good yards away from the free kick, the penalty, and Van Lam out wide. Samoan background as well for Lamb.
No clear release.
Another penalty for New Zealand. They give the ball quickly to Khan. Well, Rocky Khan comes from a family. I mentioned this yesterday. The dairy along Sandringham Road in Auckland, and I used to pop in there for the milk and the bread and visits in Auckland and the biscuits. His father was such a proud man and told me the praises of his boy as a Sevens player. And now look at this, he's playing for New Zealand. Rocky Khan. No connection. This was the problem yesterday. Gillies Kaka, another new guy in this tournament.
And these teams study each other so well, they play each other so often that when you get a newcomer in, it just takes a little bit of time for the opposition to sort them out. And having Khan and Kaka, and also Tua Tagovailoa in there, might give New Zealand an advantage. One thing I think we've got to take into account is that New Zealand did go to extra time. They played a later game than Samoa. So, you know, maybe a slight edge there, but not much in it.
It doesn't feel like much time since that game was played. In fact, John, you're right.
Crouch.
Alatasi Tupou is number 7.
Touch.
His 41st Sevens tournament. So some of these guys from beautiful Samoa have been around the world and seen it through Sevens rugby experiences. None more so than Lolo Louis, who has the ball now shifted further out wide. Very nice running from Altangavaya.
Now, what New Zealand did in the game against Kenya, which they lost in extra time. They missed 5 tackles. They gave possession up 11 times, and it was proved costly for New Zealand, so they need to be tighter in that area. Samoa, on the other hand, it seemed to be a lot more accurate in their loss against England. That was a narrow loss for them.
So they've gone for position from Khan's accurate kick along the touchline. They'll get the line out here. Khan to throw to Raikambula and Dixon and Mickelson. So just seeing the New Zealand captain there on the sideline with the ice and the pack on his knee makes us wonder whether he'll get on the plane in 24 hours to head to Las Vegas. I guess that decision is not needed to be made just tonight. Lamb out wide to Tuatangaloa, born in Samoa, lives in Wellington, had a lot of time in Auckland. Into touch it goes.
Another Aucklander there, and Ben Lamb, first year in sevens. New Zealand played impressively, has improved throughout the 4 tournaments that he's played. But this tournament does put pressure on individuals when they're playing in front of their home crowd. You can sense sometimes that it takes some adjusting too. Mickelson's been here many times.
And he gives the backhander to Lamb. They're onto him. And it's with Kaka. And now with Khan, who burst forward. He's very good off the mark. Raikambula, Dixon, out wide to Tuatangaloa. Belgium, Tuatangaloa scores in the corner. They'll be very proud at Mangere College in South Auckland. One of their boys is now playing for the All Black Sevens.
That wasn't bad finishing, Willie, was it? Tuatangaloa looked sharp.
Yeah, it happened right in front of me as well. And Lote Raikambula passing it on Dixon, got it wide, and he just backed his pace and his strength, kept his legs until you can see the assistant referee making sure that he didn't go out first. And that's just what New Zealand needed.
Story about his Christian name, Belgium. His great uncle Sio fought in World War II in Belgium, and when he died in the same year that Belgium was born, 1989, the family in honor named him Belgium Tuatangaloa. He's been taken in by a family in Petone. He's actually got 6 brothers and 6 sisters. A big family, and they'll be cheering for him probably here in the stadium. Well, some of them would be.
Hard to find them here. A lot of people have stayed around for this. Restart now from Khan.
There's a nice story behind everybody in this game. There's Fa'atonia Autangavaya, and now it's with Leo Lolo. His great hero is Lolo Lui. And here comes Afa Ionu, the tough run. Somebody lost the mouse guard there, did they? Or just do that, just break away from the grasping players. And they are a very determined outfit. We know about the Samoans, Rupena Lavasa, the school teacher, and again through Lolo Lui. This time it's with Alatasi Tupo. Remember the great win by Samoa over New Zealand in Las Vegas in the final last year. And they're playing with that kind of drive now. Iono, it's gone loose. It's been taken away from Gillies Kaka and lost forward. Look how Rupena Lavasa is very disappointed.
I saw there that Khan was called on to tackle, and he made it. It's coming up there, gets in,
Scrum.
drops the runner to the ground. So he's playing in the Tamasi Thama role, that sweeping role. Hasn't been asked to do much defensively so far.
We'll go that side. Okay. No, we're playing, please.
Just weighs 80 kgs, Rocky Khan.
Do you need to
Used
sub?
to be normal weight for a back,
Do you need
didn't
to sub or are you
it?
playing?
Yeah. Now he's a little guy, especially when they're
Captain,
getting bigger and faster at this game. So we are paused here for a moment. The injury concerns is about Leo Lolo. It's quite a swirly wind here in Wellington at the moment. It's been such a lovely weekend. The sunshine. Gunn breaking. Very quick off the mark. Mickelson in the midfield. Oh, nice.
Get up all the way.
Samoa have it now. Out with Tupo. Down he goes. Who's clearing the ball?
Number 4.
Over the top he goes. You must retain your own body weight. And the referees don't tolerate players taking it away from the penalties or free kicks that are awarded either. Right on the half-time play. Look how close it is, 5-0. It's completely undecided, this one. There'll be a good second half for the third and fourth place points. Back goes Tuatangaloa. Passes across his own goalpost. Oh, that's bold play by the young man. Mickelson tries to do the same. And let's see what the referee says. They're a little bit lucky to get away with that. Half-time has reached New Zealand 5, Samoa 0.
Yes, very lucky. I think at the end, the whistle went for half-time with New Zealand scrambling their way out of it. Rocky Khan starting in this match. Just the one try in it. Mickelson quite prominent. But this was the first and only try of this game to Belgium, Tuatangaloa.
I think all of Samoa was cheering, and that was at home. And they got a national holiday.
Our armed forces are here. Just come off duty. Statistics very even at the end of 7 minutes. The only change of the difference really is that score of 5 points to 0.
This one is far from over. It's the bronze medal match, and the kickoff was taken in favour of New Zealand from Lololui, and now Mickelson runs hard, supported by Raikambula and Dixon, the three experienced people. Dixon's new. It's a bit of a new look New Zealand team in the starting lineup here with Tuatangaloa and Dixon and Kaka and Khan, not seen anywhere last year. Tim Mickelson has been around for ages. It's his 35th tournament. Tamasi Thama there. He's under the hood. He's had 52 tournaments, and DJ Forbes 55. That's a lot of air miles and passports and hotel rooms.
Sorry.
Yes.
Three.
A lot of miles on the parks too. The training sessions under Gordon Titchens are infamous. The players all moan about them, but understand how valuable they are to attaining the achievements they have done over the years.
So Levi Asifa Amatala is off.
Touch.
And Patrick Fa'apala is on. He had a pretty good first day, being bustled by Khan, and that's good work by Khan because the pass is not cleared too well to Fa'apale, and now it's cleared away by Robert Lielo Mayava. With the ball now is Autangavaya.
Always testing the opposition. Two went in to get him. Mickelson stays there. He's trying to upset the ball.
Yeah, that's against Ben Lamb. Now this is danger time for New Zealand because a couple of the players were getting up as the kick was taken quickly.
Advantage.
Khan.
Lost forward.
That's a value of the fitness we were talking about with, as we see, obviously in discomfort.
Here's the mark.
That knee favouring the knee, but moving a little bit more freely now.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's Autangavaya.
Yeah.
That's right.
On this side, John, and that's great counter-ruck from New Zealand as well.
Here's a scrum player.
Always knew that Samoa were going to be physical at the breakdown, and so New Zealand sent more players in, kept their feet on that occasion, and won the contest. Hence, they've got the feet to the scrum.
And look in the background there, you see Ualimai, the great player who's the world record holder for most caps down there on the side, and not far from you, Willie.
Also Stephen Beetham, their 15-a-side coach, who of course spent a lot of time coaching the sevens as well.
You have to be with him.
There he is.
Yes.
Ualimai.
Time on.
And someone was just telling him, you're up on the big screen, mate. Have a wee look.
Touch. Set.
This is a tough game, isn't it? 5-0. New Zealand playing for third place points.
Got to come around.
Raikambula. A tough tackling game. Here's Kaka. Can he break it in with his good footwork? Yes, he can. Gillies Kaka. He opens up the game. scores it in the corner. Well taken try. That's why he's in the team, for his dancing feet.
Well, you'll see that the timing of the fend was important because it gave him extra momentum and carried him away from the cover defence. Look here, he'll force the fend now, boom, and away he just gets a little bit of extra speed. Got him going into the corner. That's a nice try by Gillies Kaka.
Got around the outside of Lavasa to start off with, and then once he got through the gap, as you called it, those beautiful steps and the running style that he's got.
Yeah.
It's a tough wind. Look at that. It's curling right around. But there's Gillies Kaka. One of the successes of the New Zealand team this weekend. They haven't made the final, but we'll just whisper this ahead of the final being played. By New Zealand being in this good position and high up in the bronze medal match, regardless of what happens in the outcome finally in this game, New Zealand will actually increase its lead on the IRB Sevens points table.
Do you think Gillies Kaka is a little bit faster than his father used to be?
Charlie Kaka is a very good second 5/8. Had an All Black try one time.
Yeah.
Way back in the early 80s. There's these tough guys from Samoa, Lolo Louis. Cleared away now by Anthony Tailua.
It's the Rodeo style tackling.
Tell you what, it's pretty tough out there. Tailua again. It's fierce, isn't it? Iono, 22-metre line, cleared away by Tailua. Is all over the park since he came on, and now it is with Fa'apale. And here comes Lavasa, and there goes Lavasa. The referee wants to check whether he got it down, and he says yes, you did, Rupena.
Well, that try by Kaka looking very important now. There's only 5 points in it. He scored to make it 10-0. Then all of a sudden there's this break. As the players get a little bit wary. One-handed touchdown to the referee's satisfaction. It's 10-7 now. So this game is back on in a big way.
Back on, they're within touch. A try would get them to the lead.
And New Zealand know how quickly a try can be scored from a restart.
Stabs the kick to the 10-metre mark. Well done. Possession's gone to the blue team. And it's Lavasa again, but it's gone to Masarewa, who's come onto the field. So again, more new kids on the block for New Zealand. Now, Luke Masarewa, he's had a bit of a mixed bag here this weekend, but let's see what he can hit. They've given him some good time on the field. The last couple of minutes, critical time. Lamb now. New Zealand 10-7. There goes Dixon. Here's Masarewa. Slim build. Lamb. Khan. Rocky's got the green light to run as he can. Gillies Kaka going for it again. And that's a nicely taken try for Gillies Kaka again.
And an indication here of what Khan can do. This is almost Tharma-like, isn't it? Beautiful pass to Kaka, and he had space. So vision from Rocky Khan, pace from Kaka.
They've learnt a lot from that semi-final, or that semi-final, haven't they, John? Because you know, they got into that last minute or extra time, and then they made mistakes. Whereas on that occasion, they kept their composure, they kept the ball, and then they moved it to the people in space.
Well taken kick too. He just put it over. A low stabbing kick. 17-7. It means Samoa's got to score twice in the last seconds remaining here. So it looks like New Zealand may go to the third place points on the table.
That's brilliant footwork from Khan. Mesmerising the opposition almost. You do sense that the tiredness is setting in a wee bit here. It's been a tough 2 days as the hooter sounds.
And there at the end of the game, they go for that high leap from the Aussie rules player Dixon out wide. It worked again. They go to the touch, and what's referee Moyes says the game is over. So Sam Dixon is part of the New Zealand team that wins here 17-7. Gillies Kaka brought them home with 2 very good tries, and so New Zealand finish on an upswing with 3rd place here in the Hertz Wellington Sevens. So definitely a new look team for New Zealand. There's Tua Tagovailoa. He's probably been starving himself. He's got something to eat there. It's like some sweets.
The sort of things you like.
Exactly. So Ben Lamb and New Zealand finish on an upswing. Let's see what Gordon Titchens thinks.
Well, Gordon, the cup title not to be this weekend, but you've got to be pleased with that.
Yeah, no, it was. It's, you know, after yesterday's performance, which was disappointing, great to come back and you know, we got 3rd. Yeah, we played well against Kenya at times, but Kenya are a good team as well, and to come off and beat Samoa at the end and give those younger players a good go was awesome for us.
You've got some injury worries ahead of next week in Vegas, but have we seen the new star born this weekend in Gillies Kaka?
Yeah, no, Gillies Kaka, he's a good player. He's just come into it first up, and he showed what he can do, and he had to get on. Kurt Baker, of course, yesterday, and he stood up today. It was quite outstanding, and it was awesome to see him play these full games today, and Rocky Khan coming on to take over from Tomasi Kama, you know, so they're the younger players that are coming through, so good, you know, for the future.
Thanks, Gordon.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Well might the Samoan flags fly with pride. They've had a good weekend here too. Samoa, they beat South Africa, and they beat Wales, and they beat Argentina, but they found themselves in the 3rd place playoff and the end of a controversial loss to England. And there is the summary going out from Gordon Titchens to the guys on the field. There's no presentation for 3rd place here, but well and truly being told what's expected of them next week.
We just saw some of the highlights there, Keith, and we've got to say some of the great shots that we've seen in this game, this tournament from our camera operators. But that shot of Kaka when he fended off the Samoan player, the Samoan players on the ground looking up, almost a wry smile, thinking, oh no, I've blown that. We've captured this tournament brilliantly, I think.
And always popular here in New Zealand. They feel like it's a home game, and with the reception like this they're getting now, why not? They say in New Zealand it's the biggest Polynesian population anywhere in the world, including back home, and these guys come down to New Zealand to play. They've won the tournament here before. They beat New Zealand in Las Vegas last year in one of the great Sevens games of all time. It was New Zealand 3rd place today and Samoa 4th.